right, man. Sony is reports, just rumored that Sony it could be in talks to buy Michael Jackson's estate or 50% of it now. I don't think Michael Jackson and Sony had a good relationship. So and at the end of the day, um, I don't know who's controlling Michael Jackson's estate or exactly how it's going, but they're nearing a deal to buy 50% of you know the music catalog, and you noticing uh that a lot of people in music is selling their catalog. Now you got people saying that uh now you got people saying that a lot of the people that's selling their music, I mean, you had Dr. Dre who just sold some of his catalog. You had RZA who sold some of his catalog. You had Zaytoven who just sold, the producer who just sold some of his catalog. And Iggy Azalea sold her catalog. A lot of people saying, well, a lot of people he's lying about the number that they getting for their catalog. That ain't my business. And there's a lot of companies buying up stuff, buying up the music, and I just want to understand why. I understand, a lot of this music bring a lot of money in, and I understand that with a lot of these musicians, producers, rappers, singers, whatever, I get it. Like you getting a lump sum up front, and the pandemic was tough on them. But if they see, you getting $100 million for your catalog, how much is really worth to the person that's buying it? That's the crazy thing about it. And Michael Jackson didn't like Sony. They had a beef. Then he get the Beatles catalog and have a stake in there, and then end up going passing away. So Michael Jackson estate earned $75 million a year. What is it worth? Sony is reportedly in talks to buy 50% stake in the pop icon's estate, and it may be worth more than previously reported. And remember, they was just that I believe they just settled the lawsuit late last year. They had a lawsuit going against Michael Jackson's estate. In the red hot market today, market for music assets, what is Michael Jordan estate worth? That's $2 billion question swirling around the business. And many reports by outlets led by Variety, which broke the news the Sony Music Group is in negotiation about 50% of Jackson's estate. Billboard couldn't confirm those talks are happening, but we crunched the numbers and estimate that the estate may carry an even higher valuation than 1.6 and 1.8 speculated in Variety story. Billboard estimate that the Michael Jackson recorded masters catalog averaged nearly 44 million in annual revenue over the last 3 years. Since Jackson owned his masters, he's likely got them back in the 1980s or early 1990s with a bunch of Sony megastars. Artists individually negotiated to eventually reclaim ownership of their master in exchange for re-signing record contracts with the major record company. He received the bulk of the revenue after subtracting the estimated 20% for distribution and producer royalties. That will leave Michael Jackson catalog to $35 million annually. This is all guesstimations. It says the publishing from his master's recordings, meanwhile, generate almost $22 million a year. While some reports potential Jackson estate sale to Sony claimed that Jackson didn't write some of the biggest hits. In practically every instance, Jackson is de facto listed as a co-writer. Billboard estimates Jackson has about 50% of his writing, which would put his take at about 11 million, considering covering versions of songs that sample Jackson music, which could also add as much as 10% on the upside. That would bring Michael Jackson's take to 12.2. And yeah, it was a big thing that allegedly he took a lot of he took a lot of people's music. That's one of the reasons why people separate him and Prince. Prince wrote and produced a lot of music. It was said that Michael Jackson stole a lot of people's music allegedly. Was still paid for the hits, and that's why he always listed as the co-writer because it wasn't originally his song. So that was just what was going around. So you know. But it said although altogether the combined revenue for Jackson's master publishing add up to about 47.2 million. If trading at 25 times multiple adds up to nearly 1.2 valuation. At the ultra mega star rate of 30 times, the valuation will be nearly 1.42 billion, and 30 times multiple out of the question. Jackson died in 2009, and the 1976 U.S. copyright revision grant copyright protection for a work creator after January 1st, 1978 for the life of the author plus 70 years off Wall Street was released in 1979. So that means the song on the album and the subsequent release expire in 2079. That will give any buyer 57 years to recoup and profit 30 from 30 times to multiple. I thought it was 100. I think it is 70 years. So I thought it was 100. So I mean, but he said, but wait, there are more music related assets for Michael Jackson. Say considered the above estimate don't include the grand right revenue that estate receives from the Broadway production MJ the Musical. Michael Jackson won, I don't know what that is, show from Las Vegas. The state likely gets the producers cut from MJ the Musical too. The state executed John Maraca and John McClane are listed as producers on the project. The show will start touring in August with London production launching in 2024. Considering uh, the whatever that is, Critique du Salut show has been in existence since 2013 and still drives revenue to the state. There's no telling what kind of lifestyle MJ Musical will have in the various incarnations. One veteran music asset trader queer by the Billboard said he thinks various Michael Jackson theme shows are sustainable for at least the next 10 years, if not longer. So there's also an upcoming biopic that would generate plenty of money for the state. All in all, the grand rights from the show could bring tens of millions a year to the state for a potential buyer. So they continue to go on about some of the stuff that he did. So, I mean, hopefully they get more, than what it's worth because he didn't have a good relationship with Sony at all, and everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that'd be crazy. They just settled a lawsuit and then to do business with them. But guess what? You got to take um, feeling out of business. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the feeling out of it. Um, so it is what it is. So but we'll see. We'll see. So you know, so and Sony already bought, 50% of the company that he owned. Yeah, because he owned 50% of Sony. He already bought that. They already bought that back. So um you know, so it is what it is. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.